Girl.
A lot of energy.
My goodness.
Tumeingia kanisa.
Amazing. Hizi headphones zako zinanipigia makelele.
Wacha niziweke mahali pazuri.
Eva Shii Jason.
Yes.
Karibu sana to the show.
Asante.
Wow. Fantastic. We've really enjoyed your music here this morning.
Amen.
And we're excited to get to meet you and to have our audience get to know you as well. And you... Eva is one of those babes I just like, you know?
Okay.
Because she's doing 1,000,001 things, and I can relate to it because I'm sort of a person who operates like that as well. So it's nice to see someone that I'm resonating with. But Eva is actually the director of Outbound Excursions. She's a music minister, and you currently are a worship leader at Majestic City Church under the leadership of Bishop Mark Kariuki.
Yes.
She also has 3 albums and a 4th one loading this year, at the end of this year. She's an author of not 1, but 3 books. 1 has already been released. The second one, The Life of a Worshipper, is about to be released. And then Overlappers Mindset is the one that you're about to release.
Yes.
And you're currently working on your 3rd book, The Power of Choices.
Yes.
My goodness. Tell us a little bit about you as a person. Clearly, you're multifaceted.
Yes. Amen. Now, first and foremost, thank you for the invitation. It's good to say thank you when people welcome you and receive you so warmly. So thank you so much, Joyce and Ken, the DJ. I am so excited, and I bless the Lord for the opportunity.
Amen.
So Eva is a born-again Christian, born in a family of 3. I'm a firstborn. By the time I was being born and raised, my dad was in active ministry as a pastor, is an ordained minister, so a pastor. So I've grown up in this environment. That's why we do this with so much ease, because train up a child in the ways of the Lord. Right. So when you're young, when it's done when you're young, so it's sort of in my bone, in my marrow. So I enjoy ministry particularly because of that. For me, telling me to sing or telling me to go to church, you cannot punish me with that. So I am deeply excited being in the presence of the Lord, doing music, doing ministry, whatever it is, massive ministry, or just being in the house of the Lord, doing whatever is needed of me. So then I started writing music way early in high school, but going back all the way from primary school, my music sort of was started off because my mom is also a music minister.
Okay.
So going with her for choir practice. So it sort of ushered me into that aspect of music. Then high school, you know how high school you have these groups where you're singing to pastime, doing CU. So I got to lead music and worship services from a very young age. So that is how my journey has been all through. And then God, I would want to say maybe in my early 20s, mid-20s, is when now I started what I'm doing now, more seriously. Though I can say I have an experience of about 25 to 26 years of doing this, of singing and leading people in worship.
Amazing. And clearly, you know, was there ever any tension between what you should pursue or at what time you should pursue it? Of course, because you're doing many things, right? In addition to all I've mentioned, being a singer, you are a worship leader, you are a director of a company, you are a vocal coach working with children aged 6 to 14 years old. You know, was there ever any tension as far as which one you should pursue?
Oh, absolutely. I would say, now, what launched me particularly, I was first start with my assignment, which is the most important, which is worship, leading people in worship. That is my primary assignment. You know, when you know the purpose you are created for. So now this is my purpose. So I was helped by one of our pastors. By then he was our worship pastor. He's called Reverend Dixon Thua. Currently the lead pastor at Praise City in Limuru. So one of those days we were having conversation, and he asked me, "Why she? Unapenda kuwa kwa vitu mob kwa youth? Yani I'm a youth leader." You see, the same thing happens to me in church. Though I would want to defend myself, to whom much is given, much is required.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
In my own defense, but he asked me, of the many things that you're doing in church right now, what gives you the greatest joy? What is that one thing if I told you to stop, it would sort of like kill you? And I said, for me, take music away from me and and I don't know how to exist without music.
Yeah.
So he told me then that is the thing that you need to give your everything, to invest in that.
Right.
And that is how my journey now just started. So everything else is sort of my tent making business. You see, now you need to make a living. So doing the travel,
right.
I'm a marketer by profession. So doing the travel is more of how I earn my living to come and support my music. Because
right.
again, for the longest time, even right now, my music has still not started to be sort of to pay me. So I'm still having to do this business to support my music, to do the recordings, which is expensive. And
but that in itself is also a blessing,
yes.
Right? And I relate with it because I think it's a blessing in the sense that God has given you the skill, the opportunity to be able to do something else.
Yes.
And that allows you to stay at the heart and at the root of why you were called to do this in the first place. And so surely we should never hear of Eva compromising her music or her standard or her content.
Absolutely.
Because you're trying to chase something, right? Because God has given you this other avenue.
Yes.
And like you said, to whom much is given, much is required. And it's like the parable of the talents. One was given 1, another was given 5, another was given 10. It was not because God thought any less of them. He says it was according to the grace and the capacity that each of them could handle. And so, sometimes we keep looking at people and say, mbona huyu alipewa na hivi na hivi na hivi. But the truth is, kawa ulipewa utashindwa. Because you were not given the grace for it.
True.
And so I'm feeling so refreshed because, I feel like I'm looking at someone who's like me. I have an economics background and I'm doing all these other things, but still also has a call. And I think that's an important reminder as well.
It is.
Even to our audience, that you can be used by God anywhere. Yesterday I was speaking in Rongaya about career and ministry, and we were saying how even being in the marketplace is ministry.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And maybe you can touch on that before we jump into your music. Talk to us about, not in a salesy way, but talk to us a little bit about even just your business and how you're using that really. Because you've said music is at your core.
Yeah, music is my
So then talk to us about even how you use your business, all these other things you're doing, vocal coaching as well, to add on to the vessel that is Eva.
Yes, me. I would want to say, once you go in the marketplace, there's some that are called to the pulpit to be pastors, but for us who are in the marketplace, that is our pulpit actually. So what I do Monday to Saturday, to me, I would say it adds a lot of value to what I do on Sunday.
Sure.
So when you find Eva in the marketplace, she's born again. She will sell you the package. You want to go to Mombasa, but still want to know how is your family. See how that is ministry, the one-on-one. So hi Joyce, how are you doing? How is your family? Then maybe someone will tell you, maybe my mom is sick or this is happening in my life. Then I would that is an opportunity for me to share the gospel of Christ. I will pray with people, and then by the grace of God, over time, not really imposing my beliefs on other people, but because of how I carry myself and how I've done business, people now receive me even when I talk about God. So a lot of them would expect me, even when I share my music with them, they will listen. And these are my clients who maybe I've known for years, and they receive that, and I will get to pray for them. I'll get to know what is happening. Someone will tell me, oh, my marriage is going through this. Eva, can you pray with me? And I will pray with them. Talking about the young children. And that is I think, over music, the other thing that I find the greatest joy in is working with children. They are a blessing. The genuineness that they come with just melts your heart.
Amazing.
And the fact that you get to invest in their lives at the foundational level, it's a privilege. I count it a privilege. So for me, working with the children is also we get to pray together. At times, a child would come and ask me, Teacher Shii, if I do this and I'm not maybe Catholic, will I go to hell? So I answer the strangest of questions. And then the love that they have and sharing the love of Christ. For me is that I know even when that child grows, someone did something that planted a seed of the word of God in their lives. And to me, that is what I love about mixing my marketplace with my beliefs and my calling.
All right.